Okay, and we are back in the Crew 2. We have the summit to continue on in, was it yesterday's video? I think. Yeah, should have been. We did do a few of them and got into pretty much the top part. It's still like 800k for platinum. We are 3 days in, so I think that we are gonna do quite well on this. But I do want to switch over. We are on Rallycross, so let's head over to Rally Raid and we want to change the Cherokee. This one. Switch that with this. Bam. And we also had another car, the Defender. Oh man, I don't like the Defender. Go to Street Race and that should be... Dude, I don't even know where the Defender is. But I did a trade-in test on a... Or I didn't do, but someone else did, but I checked in on it and the new... Never mind, it wasn't new, it was like 2018 Cadillac. The Escalade. And man, I gotta tell you, those are freaking cool. Because I understand... Holy hell. I understand for a lot of Americans, the Cadillacs and everything like that is very common. They are not as common over here, that's for sure. So it's kind of cool to actually get them and check them out. Should we... Let's take it from the Jag. I do like the Jag, but we don't drive it. So let's start off with the Rally Raid mission. Oh, this is a long one. But yeah, I sort of checked in a bit and stuff like that. And man, I gotta tell you, it's gotta be so nice to work on. Like, I know this from before as well, but it gotta be so nice to work on American cars. I haven't actually worked on a lot of American cars at all. But every time I think of working on like LS engines and stuff like that, they seem really nice to work on. Because I'm used to working on like American V6s and... No, not American, German V6s and German V8s. And I wouldn't say it's hard, but it's definitely harder. From what I've... From the information I gathered and from by the looks of it. But I've also heard a ton of people say that like working on German engines are impossible. It is not. Though it can be very annoying sometimes, I gotta say, but it is not impossible at all. But yeah, I don't know. I would love... I think I say this a lot of the time, but I would love to get a C6 Corvette. I also think those are kind of hellish to work on, thanks to the freaking torque tube and everything like that. Because they have the gearbox in the rear and then also they have separate fuel tanks. But like, to me that sounds like a lot of work to take apart and stuff like that. But maybe it isn't. Maybe it's not that bad. But yeah, I would love to have one. They are so freaking sick. The prices are getting better on them. And I'm not afraid to have a high mileage one. It would be nice to have a low mileage, but to be honest, I don't really care. I've dealt with both high mileage and low mileage. Usually the low mileage cars are more annoying to deal with. Because a lot of the times you haven't run into all the problems yet. Whereas if you buy a car that's gone like 112k, 114k, then you've gone through pretty much all of the problems that you could find. It's also kind of insane because the mileage compared to like an Audi or something on a Corvette is gonna be pretty much halved by the Audi, even if you drive the car a lot. Because the thing is, at least here, you are... It is possible, but I wouldn't say you're able to drive the Corvette like the whole year around. Because we do get a lot of snow, and everyone who's driven Corvettes in the snow, I've heard have said that it is a terrible experience. Which I understand, like 400 or 500 horsepower rear axle, no grip whatsoever. Yeah. Sounds like fun for like 5 minutes, it sounds like pain. But the big one with that was... I found one that had gone 240k. Those are not weird numbers coming from like Audi, BMW and stuff like that. But on a Corvette C6, that is a lot. So that guy gotta be driven it all day, every day. I don't even know how. Granted, it was like a 26, but still. So that's pretty much 1k a year. 10k a year. And then
Next stop, St. Louis, along the Mississippi.
10k per half a year, I guess.
Past the Gateway Arch. And like
So yeah,
explorers Lewis
that
and Clark did,
I want to say that's kind of insane. I still think he wanted too much for it, but I don't know. 240 there, we're gonna like, I don't know, because I'm not that familiar with... I know the LS engines are good, like they are strong, but I'm not that tuned into that kind of market, so I don't know if 240 is like a big no-no. Because everybody says that about like Audi and stuff. They're like 100k, then the car is done. That is not the case whatsoever.
Time's running out. Rack up the most stunts.
I saw a S5 sell here not too long ago. The V6 compressor V8. I don't know if I said V8 or V8, but I meant V8, the chassis of it. And that one sold for... I think it sold for like a little about 10 grand. The reason for that being it was very good condition, but it had 420k on the clock. Was some old guy here. He like traveled everywhere with it. It was kind of like interesting in buying it, but it didn't make sense for me. I already have, not the V6 one, but I already have a S5, so for me it didn't make sense. Okay. I feel like I've talked a lot of good about the... Dude, I forgot what you get most points for here. Let me just... I gotta get the drifts in. The freaking Defender, drifting that thing is not the easiest. 500 for drifting. We do still get the points even though we hit something, right? I gotta sneeze. Okay. That kind of broke our front end, I would assume. Okay, let's see if we can get this. Oh yeah. House. My clutch. I mean, 1600 for a regular drift ain't that bad. I think it's worth trying to go for a couple of drifts and stuff, and even though you crash, you still get a lot of points for it. Look, 2k for that. Coming up on the finish line. What can you... Okay, I don't know why I didn't count that. Yeah, I could have gone it a bit better. Wait, can I... Oh, I cannot drive through there. We still have 40 seconds, can't we just... I just want to get like 45k. Oh. I didn't want to risk it too close. I think that is fine. 200k followers, as if that is anything that matters to us anymore. Okay, yeah, we can definitely do better on that. I think there was like a way to actually bug out that race as well. Yeah, by the way, I want to hear what you guys have, like your dream cars and stuff like that. Would be fun to hear. So leave them down below, and I'll check them out. I have not used F12 in such a long time. But I can't switch parts here. So let's go for the 720 or the P1. The P1 is quite slow. I haven't driven the M500 in ages, bro. That car is really sick. I don't know if it's as fast, but the headlights remind me a lot of the C7 Corvette. Okay, I think we're a bit overtuned for this race. Yeah. I don't remember how this handles, so I'm gonna be a bit gentle about it in the beginning. I do remember the race though. I think this is where we go up on some house roofs, if I remember correctly. Sounds very weird, but yeah. When you've played this game for quite a bit too long, I don't know if it's worth jumping over the roof. I usually do it just so you don't have to get like the landing in between, but I honestly don't know which one is faster. I mean, even though I'm starting to actually like Molrefest more than this game, there's something about like the old The Crew 2 summits. It's just something with them. I still love them to this day. The Molrefest summits are not as fun in my opinion. I have a lot more fun in these. Even though it's usually, I mean, nowadays I just jump back in when there is stuff I haven't gotten yet. And it kind of makes sense to do so, but even if it is something that I already have, I can still think to do a summit anyway, just because I enjoy them so much. And I think that's really rare. To compete over something you already have, just because the fun of it. I wouldn't say it's competing anymore, because a lot of people have jumped off this game, I feel like. Because I mean, look at the summit now. It's usually when there's a car, doesn't matter, just any car, platinum car, then people are like, the score to get the car is pretty much always like 1.3, 1.2 mil. So it being 800k is very, very low. But I'm not gonna get fooled this time around, because I'm gonna have to check back in on, like, yeah, Sunday might be the last day, but just check if it has gone up any at all. I think we should be fine either way, but I just want to make sure. My ear is itching. That's bad. Okay, we're good. Honestly, this car feels fast. I thought because it was like a Noble, it's a different car, it's not a Bugatti, it's not a Lambo. The Lambos are quite slow as well, but I just thought this car would be slower. But yeah, no. It feels good, it feels good. Feeling good. 112k. It definitely bumped that up a bit more, but that's fine. Should be top 4k. Awesome, and then you know what, let's jump in and do this one as well. Almost back to a middle. Hold on, let me check this. Okay, like that, and my favorite F1 car in the game. Is this a regular race?
3,
I think it is.
1.
Oh yeah. It's a hype car race.
I don't know why anyone else is even bothering.
Just off the spot, I don't remember which race this is. Because it's not Big Land. Big Land has a different start, I think. Because usually if I remember the race, I know if there are any special turns or stuff like that. I definitely played this one, I cannot recall it. Or at least not the race. I remember driving F1 cars in hypercar races, because there are a few of them. But this particular one I do not remember. It's similar to Big Land, but it's not Big Land. Doesn't seem to be that long of a race either. I don't even think I have points maxed for the summits anymore. I think I have it solely for money. My character perk points. I don't know if they're called something else though. Oh man, I wish I had this livery over on the other game. This livery is absolutely sick. I think the rear end of this car is so freaking awesome. Looks like a freaking spaceship. F1 lights are cool. I wanna get one for my car. The problem with that would be that I'd have to get a carbon diffuser because it does seem to be the only ones that come with F1 lights. And the problem with going with a carbon diffuser is I have nothing else that is carbon out on the outside of the car. My decor trims and stuff like that inside are carbon from factory, which is nice. But I have nothing on the outside. Because I'm kind of doing like, you know, this old man style. I'm going pretty much chrome on most of the stuff. Because I don't know, I think the car should look like that, and that's not to say that the black optics are a bad way to go. It's very used at this point. Whatever car you look at, they have black wheels, they have black trims, they have black grills, just everything purely black. And while it can look cool, definitely, I think, as I said, I think it's quite used up for most cars. I can understand it on performance cars, definitely. And I also can definitely understand it on these type, let's say mafia cars, you know, BMW, E38, cars like that. I can definitely see it on those. But I also feel like even in chrome spec, they can look really awesome. 116k, let's see where we land. We land at top 2000. So yeah, I can probably bring down this a bit more, but for now this will do, I think. So guys, I will see you all tomorrow in another video. Take care, have a good one. I'm out. Bye bye.